All right, so I went to edit some video footage so I could get this all off to you guys. Found out that I took pictures and not video, so you get to have a little one-on-one with me for a second. Now, you're gonna have to go back through and look at the past video that I did when we explained the whole oiling system on these and the oil passages through the rocker arms, through the trunnions and all that stuff, so that you can get a better understanding of how that process works. But this explains why we're having such a massive failure rate on upper valve train components on the 19 through 24 Cummins. It's the pedestal's fault, period. And I'm going to put it out there as that. It's terrible manufacturing. I am going to start testing every one of those before I put new ones in and on failures that come out. And it's a good, for you guys out there that are also taking care of this, doing this yourself, test them. It's enlightening, let's just say that, And then to have somebody like Zach Hamilton call me after watching the last video and tell me, you're spot on, but do this one more step, and it's going to explain to you why we're having such a huge problem with it. So it's not just... it's a lack of oiling, but it's a lack of oiling due to terrible manufacturing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I don't feel like sitting here talking forever. I know you don't want to sit here and hear me talk forever, but I'll get this all stitched together and get it off to you for your Christmas Eve enjoyment. But anyway, that's what it is. So this is supposed to go at the end. I'm going to put it at the beginning, but like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you again on the next one. All right? Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Hey guys, welcome back. Yes, I'm sick, but I still come into work because I'm not a little bitch. Anyway, we're finally getting down to the root cause of this upper valve train tick on these Cummins engines. And Zach Hamilton called me the other day after that last video that I posted on it, and he said, try this. I want you to check this out. This is a problem that we've seen since the 24 valve first came out, and because of the cup design on the end of the push rod, splash oiling was still sufficient enough for there not to be any accelerated wear. Now, when we talk about the oiling system up through these, let me flip this around. When we talk about the oiling up through these pedestals, we're coming from, let me show you, we're coming from the head through those two holes, the bolt holes, and that hole right there, not the bolt holes, but that hole right there, coming up from the head, pressurized journal, into the bottom of the pedestal, up through the trunnions and out to either side of the rocker arm. We covered this on the last video. So he said, take one of these pedestals and see how flat it is. Now let me show you something here. There's the pedestal, and it's really super hard, but you can see light coming right out the middle. So he said take some Dicam and cover the bottom of that pedestal and then rub it across some sandpaper. So let's do that. I covered it and I've already done this once, but this is really hard to do one-handed. Anyway, we did it. We rubbed it across the sandpaper just a few times, just enough to take off the Dicam from the upper parts. But let me show you what we found. This whole middle section right through here wasn't even touching the surface. Now what that means to us is the oil that is supposed to be going up from the head through the pedestal into the trunnions and out either end of the rocker arms is not making it there because it's bleeding off out from underneath the pedestal before it even has a chance to get up. I hope this makes a little bit of sense to you guys, but this is probably the best, let's call it, evidence of the upper valve train failure. Now, this does not take care or answer the questions on the lifter failure. Those are just shitty design. But the upper valve train, this is what's causing it right here. We've got a whole slew of bad pedestals. So I'm gonna do a quick test on 2 more that I've got cleaned off over here and see what we find. All right, so we did 2 more. As you can tell, this one flat, it's perfectly flat. It took all of that off, just on a couple little passes across that. This one right here is pretty much the same thing. It cleaned it right off, so those 2 pedestals are good. But this pedestal, this whole area right here, wasn't even touched. It's back on a flat surface. Inside of light, you can see the light.